row.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. Oh. Check. There it is. Okay. Hi there. We just did a quick little warm-up there, and I'm really happy to welcome you all to our final orchestra concert of this crazy school year. As you know, that with COVID-19, this school year has been a little unconventional, but these students have persevered and really worked hard this trimester to prepare this music for you. And so we're really excited that we get to have a live concert to do that. I do want to remind you before we begin to silence any electronic devices that you may have on you, including phones or tablets. And also, if you are taking photography or taking pictures, please turn off the flash, as it will disturb the musicians and we don't want to scare them off. One person laughed at my joke, awesome. Also, just so you know, this concert is being live streamed, so I know some of you do like to record the concert, and that's totally fine, but you can also take comfort in the fact that we have a camera and some nice microphones doing that, and it's going to be posted on our YouTube channel for your enjoyment later on. I also want to take a moment to recognize some very important people that made this concert possible. Mary Beth Tack, Superintendent of Kelso School District; Kim Yor, Director of Teaching and Learning; Christine McDaniel, Kelso High School Principal; Rob Birdsell, Kim Elias, Joe Kinch, and Melissa Boudreau, the other KHS admin; Jason Coburn, Athletic Director; Daniel Hartley, District Music Coordinator; the Kelso High School custodial staff, and of course, viewers like you. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause. So we have two selections for you tonight. We have a tune called Sweet New Moon by Yukiko Nishimura, and a 3-tune medley from the movie Aladdin. And as you probably noticed from the little posting outside, there's a virtual concert program, so there's some information about the pieces and the composers in that if you want to access it. Otherwise, you can feel free to just sit back and enjoy. And we will have the two pieces split by a brief awards presentation. And it might get a little sappy, and you might get to see me ugly cry, so maybe that'll be a great opportunity for you to get out your recording devices. We hope you enjoy our performance tonight. Thank you again for coming out. All right, as promised, the awards. We're going to make this as brief as possible, and I believe my seniors have some embarrassing speeches to say, so we'll have a little moment for that as well. But most of these awards were voted on by peers at the beginning, and so we're going to go ahead and start with these awards. The first award is for Outstanding High String, and that award goes to Nathaniel Schultz. Would have helped if I got him out first. It's okay. It's fine. We're fine. There we go. Congratulations. The next award is for Outstanding Low String Performer, and this is for a cello or a bass player. Check. It's for a cello or a bass player. Just gonna turn this off. That's fine. And that goes to Annika Brawley. So Annika, pass it back to you. Our next award is Outstanding Leadership in Orchestra, and that's presented to Cataly Trujillo. So Cataly, come on up. For Outstanding Service in Orchestra, Cataly Trujillo. Our next award is not for Cataly. This next award is Best Attitude in Orchestra, and that goes to Sirius Treadway. We also have some fun awards that we had students create and vote on. And so this one, the most shoulder rest fumbles for 3 years running. Okay, he's gotten this award. This is the third year now. Nathaniel Schultz. This next fun award, so every day we do some joys and concerns, and then every week I offer the students the chance to ask me pretty much anything related to life, just fun questions, maybe related to school. And this particular individual asks some very interesting questions. And often they're quite suspicious, maybe a little bit of the incriminating entrapment nature. And so this award, with a lovely picture of an Among Us character and Chris Hansen, if any of you know who Chris Hansen is, this award goes to Bridget Brandhorst for sus questions. We also have a couple ribbons to give out, and every single member is going to get a ribbon for participating in string orchestra. We also have some ribbons for chamber orchestra, and so can I have all members of chamber orchestra just quickly stand so you can be recognized? Go ahead and recognize them. And these folks will get their ribbons on Thursday, except for the seniors. I'm going to get Nathaniel Schultz, everybody. Nathaniel Schultz. So everyone's going to get their awards, or their ribbons, rather, on Thursday, except for the seniors. I'm going to give them out today. The other thing is we have some solo and ensemble ribbons. So this year, solo and ensemble looked a bit different. It was virtual, as was like most everything this year. And we had 2 students in this orchestra participate, and so I want to give them their ribbons now. That would be JJ Robarge and Annika Brawley. So thank you so much. Here are your ribbons. All right. Oh, there was one more fun award that I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, this one is good. All right. So this one, I kind of had to think about a good name for it. And so this particular individual, usually very soft-spoken, but occasionally she just comes up with the most sarcastic or just perfectly timed moments. And it's just so unexpected all the time. And one of the prime moments was just out of nowhere, she tells this, she just says, "your mom," at the perfect moment in class, and it was hilarious, and it just derailed the whole class. And I mean, you know it's good when that happens. Plus, a good "your mom" joke is never in short supply. So, Stephanie Byman is presented with the Your Mom Award. And of course, we have some awards for our lovely seniors. Okay, these are senior-only awards, of which we have 2 seniors, and each of them gets a plaque for being in orchestra for 4 years through high school. And so that would be Nathaniel Schultz and Tommy Workman. Go ahead and stand. I don't have your plaque because they misspelled your name, so you're going to get your plaque soon, okay? Sure thing. I promise. All right, cool. We also have another couple special awards for seniors, all right? So, in this lovely box, we have the National School Orchestra Award. And so this is an award I chose just because it really demonstrates a student who's really dedicated to the orchestra program. And this particular individual has shown their dedication as being a great leader in both chamber orchestra and string orchestra this year. And I'm just super proud of the man that this young man has become. And I want to present the National School Orchestra Award, which comes with this nice little trophy, to Nathaniel Schultz. And they spelled your name right on this one, so good job. We also have the Director's Award for Orchestra, and this is also going out to my other senior, Tommy Workman. Tommy is an incredible human being. He's just kind and respectful in every interaction you have with him, even when things might not be going well in life. He's always positive, and he always, just brings up the mood in orchestra, and I'm so happy that I got the chance to work with Tommy. He's a really dedicated student with all of his athletics and also academics, and of course orchestra. So Tommy, I present to you the Director's Award. And yeah, that's all the awards I have. And so I did want to just kind of quickly gush about my 2 seniors. And I kind of already did a little bit, but I'll start with Nathaniel. So Nathaniel I've had for the 3 years that I've been here. And he's always been just a super dedicated, but also he works hard in the orchestra to really improve. And it's really cool to see how far he's come as a performer. We had some pretty talented violins my first year here, and quickly he rose up through the ranks to become one of the top performers, and I'm so thankful to be able to have worked with him. And again, besides the shoulder rest fumbles, he always provides some other good moments in orchestra and positive good vibes, and I'm just so thankful to Nathaniel. So just wanted to say that. And of course, Tommy. I've gotten to teach Tommy for 2 years, and he's really made a ton of growth as a musician, and I'm just so proud of all the hard work you're doing. He's come in for help a couple times and just really wanted to dive deep and get better at his instrument, and I just really appreciated that. And so I'm just so thankful to have had both of these seniors. So I just want to give these seniors that moment. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Did you want to do your thing, or yeah? Okay, cool. The seniors usually they talk during the concert, and this has been sufficiently awkward, so it's fine. So Tommy, I'm guessing you want to go ahead and speak? Sure. Cool. Do you want to attempt to use the microphone, or do you want to just project?
I'll project.
Great, awesome.
Yeah, I'm Tommy. I've been in orchestra since 6th grade, and I play the violin. And like Mr. Ward said earlier, this has been a tough year. There's no doubt. But, he persevered. He rolling with the punches because we had to adapt a lot. And, starting with the virtual online, the Zoom, going on to hybrid, it's not easy, especially for a teacher. I know my parents work in schools, it's not easy. But he did it, and he did a great job. The class did their part, and you made such a great environment. It's been great. It's been an honor to be able to call you our teacher, and best wishes to you in your endeavors. Thank you.
Okay. So Mr. Ward became our orchestra director 3 years ago after, some certain circumstances required our previous director to leave. I remember on the first day, he had a little picture up on the projector of, giving some details about himself, and one of them was in a Star Wars font, and I just thought, wow, what a nerd. And after 3 years, that notion still stands. But all jokes aside, Mr. Ward's a great teacher and a pretty cool dude. He's taught me a lot about music and how to be a better person, and I'm sure everybody else here could say the same thing. I couldn't imagine having anybody else as the orchestra director. Leaving here, I know I'll miss all the awkward laughter, and every time he makes one of his jokes and no one laughs. The awkward silence every morning when he asks us about our joys and concerns, and I'm sure everyone else will miss that because a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Ward gave us the news that he'll no longer be the orchestra director of Kelso High School because he will be going on and continuing his education at the University of Oregon on a scholarship. So it's a little upsetting for all these guys, but it's just an opportunity he could not have passed up. But even though he's not sure what he's going to do with the rest of his life, I really hope.
Oh, I never said that.
I really hope he has a good time doing it, and he's happy and enjoying his life. And because he deserves it, because he's such a great guy. But can we get a round of applause for Mr. Ward?
Wow, all right. I'm on the verge of ugly tears. So maybe we should just move on to the last piece. Thank you so much for your kind words. And before we move on to our last piece, I do want to say it truly has been great being able to be here for the past 3 years. I know I've learned a lot in my time as a teacher. There are certain things they teach you in college, and there are certain things they don't teach you in college because they just can't. And you just have to go for it and experience it. And boy howdy, my first day teaching middle school was an experience that I will never forget and that I 100% was not prepared for out of college. But I've had some really great students to help make that possible, and I've really enjoyed getting to work with you all. I've tried as hard as I can to make sure that orchestra feels like a family, and every family is dysfunctional in some way, and of course, we are dysfunctional at times, especially when everyone's super awkward and just sitting here in silence in front of you all, and I have to beg them to play or do anything, but that's fine. But we have fun, and even when the going gets tough, we get it done, and I'm just so thankful for everyone. And I'm thankful for all of you for putting up with me. I know that for some of you, it was a transition to have a new guy fresh out of college come and be trusted with the education of your children. And trust me, it was definitely stressful at times because I wanted to make sure I was giving my best to your children. And I'm just so thankful that you put up with me, and they put up with me, and I'm so thankful that we get to close out the year like this too. And I am sad to be leaving Kelso, but I'm really excited for what happens next. And I really hope that the orchestra continues to be a really awesome place to be and continues making great music. Before we move on to our last piece for this nice, short, and sweet concert, even shorter than I thought it would be, which is
Nice. These folding chairs right here, if you guys could help by folding them up and putting them on those racks that are like ones right there. I think they all came from that one actually. Many hands make light work, and that would be really helpful if you could do that. Also, all of these chairs and stands right here need to go back to the orchestra room, so if you want to help your musician take those back, that would be super swell as well. There's a rack over there actually, so you don't have to take them all the way to the orchestra room. But if some brave soul, once we get them all loaded up, wants to take them back, that would be really cool too. And of course, if you want to have a awkward photo opportunity with your student, and you know, if you really want to have a photo with me for some reason, you can do that at the end as well, and I'll be here to, you know, chat with any of you. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and yeah, here's Aladdin. you all for coming out tonight. I hope that you all have a wonderful summer, and see you later. Thank you.